Good morning. I'm Steve Wolf, Wholesale Marketing Associate for Sprague.
And I'm Joel Williams, Director of Wholesale Fuels here at Sprague.
Welcome to Sprague's Refined Products Review, where we discuss what's moving the market and giving you insights into what we see every day. Wow, Joel, that was a crazy Monday, with the NYMEX settling down over 17 cents. Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, sure, Steve. So obviously we saw the market settle down pretty hard on Monday this week. Up to that, we saw it build up. And what you'll see is a very highly correlated action between the market and what's been going on in Iran. And the reality is that over the last couple of weeks, the administration has put a lot of pressure on Iran to make some changes in terms of what's happening within the country, in particular with the nuclear program. And as Iran has kind of balked at making those changes, the administration has ratcheted up pressure and has done so by saying there was going to potentially be a military escalation to get things to move along. And we've seen, assets sent to the region in terms of destroyers and aircraft carriers. And Trump's come out pretty bluntly and said that he is willing to use force. And as such, the market went up. I mean, Iran's a major producer of oil, and the war premium has built up. And then what we saw Monday was that following Trump announcing that we do believe that there is a diplomatic resolution in sight that will not involve any military intervention, that the market has let a good chunk of that war premium sort of, come out of the market. And it did so very rapidly yesterday is what we saw.
You mentioned the premium. Do you see that war premium coming back?
Yeah, so I would say, it built up pretty high. Obviously, a big chunk of it came out. There probably is still some in there because this is, again, it's one of these time will tell things when it comes to, geopolitical diplomacy.
Well, that explains Monday. What about last week?
The reality is that basically the cost of product is going up, and there's three major reasons for that. It's the cost of storing it's going up, the cost of buying it's going up, and the cost of moving it around is going up.
And when you say that, what is contributing to those factors?
You'd think storing inventory, how could the cost go up? Well, interest rates are high, but they've been high, so that's been constant. What we saw was the backwardation come in. And, what backwardation means is that the prompt month is at a much higher price than the second month in terms of the NYMEX. The ideal financial thing to do may be to liquidate that product, run out, and then fill up when the product prices come back down. Obviously, there's a customer that has to be taken into account for. So you'll see suppliers that are going to have to bear that cost. And, we've chosen to try to stay wet in all of our facilities. And as such, that will cost a lot of money. And unfortunately, that kind of raises the price of storing product.
And you mentioned buying the product. Tell me more about the cost of buying.
There's a limited supply of pool in the Northeast that we've had. And, while imports can come in, it takes 2-3 weeks for imports to really make it in that aren't already on the way here. And so we kind of had this steady supply pool that was nicely matched up with the home heating oil and the diesel demand in the market. And so everything was going good. And then all of a sudden we saw power plants switch over. And so all of a sudden you take this little pool and with all these straws that we all have in it sucking out, and you take a couple huge straws in there, and you're drawing that pool down really quickly. And as such, the prices have risen. So, it's getting more expensive and harder to procure product. And again, that kind of drives the prices up that we've seen.
What about, the cost of moving product?
When you have these power plants and this extra demand, and there's a lot more product that needs to move around. And again, supply and demand 101, the more that there is demand for barges, the more expensive barges become. So spot barging rates have gone up. That's just one of the factors. The other thing right now that is really causing a lot is there's a lot of ice out there. And so, we've seen some of our harbors with 8 to 10 inches of ice that we've had to wait for the Coast Guard to come in and break up. And so there's two costs. One, you have to pay some ice charges because, getting cutters in and everything costs money. And then two, beyond that, you have the fact that these ships that should be coming into the harbor and getting their product out quickly and getting right back down to New York to fill up and do another thing, they're all sitting, and that's what we call demurrage. And we all know that, an idle asset, it doesn't free to sit there. It costs money. So shipping, expenses have gone up significantly. But again, we're out there making sure we have enough barges that we can keep moving and keep our customers wet.
Any advice for navigating these intricate market dynamics?
Yeah, I think this is the same advice we've always given. Work with a supplier you trust, someone that will realize that these expenses are going up, but are willing to invest the money needed to keep the customers wet.
Well, thanks so much for joining me today, Joel.
Hey, thank you, Steve.
Be sure to mark your calendars for our next special feature, an overview of Sprague's premium heating fuel, HeatForce, releasing Friday, February 6th.
Yeah, that's all we got for today. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next Wednesday with another refined products review. Refine your insight.
Fuel your success.
Go Pats.
Go Pats.
Ba, 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 ba,
Blah,
ba.
blah, blah, blah.
It's okay. You
Well,
got this. You got
thanks so
this.
much for.
No, just take your time. You got this. We got it. Ready?
All right. Well,
Focus and execute. Refine your insight.
fuel your success.
Go Pats.
I didn't say anything on purpose.
Yeah, you didn't say go Pats. Now you're giving us bad luck. You better. If they lose, I'm.
You can
personally
clip
holding you
my
accountable.
one from my audio from last couple weeks. Go Pats.